I was just wondering what Rolf Harris's version of Paranoid by Black Sabbath would sound like. Oh, finished with my woman. Oh. Anyway, I like old Rolfie, he's a ledge. But I was thinking, because Dan Mara posted another excellent video. It's about unwitnessing. So this was a witness that came to her door. Dan Mara already knows everything and more about Jehovah's Witnesses. But what is the impression that most people get of Jehovah's Witnesses? Well, from my experience, it's just that Jehovah's Witnesses, in the eye of somebody who's not been associated with the witnesses, is that they're just a harmless religious people. Perhaps they just don't take blood, or maybe they don't watch televisions or drink coffee. But some of these things aren't true, but that's the way it goes in people's minds. That's what they think. They've probably got an auntie, a favourite old auntie, who's as batty as they come, who's as nutty as a fruitcake, who's more mad than a bag of rabbits. And maybe she's harmless but potty, with a tweedy coat and fur brooch and little pillbox hat and half-moon glasses and, would you like a cup of tea, dearie, and a watchtower? Maybe that's their impression. Maybe I'm totally right about that. Easily going nowhere. This is why unwitnessing is important. Even witnesses don't know what they believe. I know witnesses who will be so arrogant and rude and vile about their beliefs, but when called out, they don't know what they believe. They're just being loyal to the brand, really, I suppose, aren't they? Loyalty to that watchtower corporation. See, the average person in the street's got no idea about shunning. Certainly no idea about the paedophile thing. Well, the paedophile thing's kept under wraps, isn't it, by the governing body and the lawyers. And the shunning thing, the witnesses lie about it. If a witness were to call at your door and they didn't know you were a witness, or an ex-witness, and you asked about disfellowshipping, or didn't use that word, but it was a bit more canny and used like shunning, they would tell you no, or if pushed and pushed and pushed, they might say something about, well, only for really bad people, but even Rick Fenton from the British Bethel said that whether a witness chooses to shun a person who's been disfellowshipped or not is a conscience matter, or a personal choice, something like that. Lies. Lying by omission at worst. We know all about it, don't we? I mean, how many of us are being shunned? Some of us are not even disassociated or disfellowshipped, and we're shunned. I mean, yeah, I was forcibly disassociated. Well, I don't care. Somebody came to me the other day and said, was it still okay to come round and speak to the family and ignore me? I said, no, it isn't. I said, what, you think that somebody, because 7 men in Brooklyn tell them, can come to my home using my electricity, accepting my hospitality, then totally ignore me? Get stuffed. I said, nothing personal, I know you're just following the rules of 7 paedophile protecting men in Brooklyn, but not on my watch, Sonny. Not on my watch. And then you get the zealot weirdos that go on blogs and YouTube, just like the governing body have said they shouldn't do, but they still do it. And they post their copy and paste comments from the CD-ROM, or their rudeness, or their strange word like bum and stuff like that. What are they doing? First of all, they're disobeying the governing body and then swearing blind allegiance to them in the same way. What is that all about? Do they really think that they're fighting God's war for him? Yeah, I think they do. I think it shows instability. I think it shows mental problems. And I'm not going to tolerate those kind of people coming on my website, as you well know by now, my friends. And hopefully, as others will find out. Hint, hint. We're quite near the local headquarters of the local police here, for the area that is, not just the local police station. This is for the whole county. Anyway, not that you need to know that. So other people's perceptions of Jehovah's Witnesses, just think it's just a batty cult. The witnesses' perceptions of ex-witnesses, whatever the Watchtower tells them to believe. And Rolf Harris singing Paranoid, I'd love to hear that.